Hey everybody, hope you guys are doing good, and thanks for tuning back into the channel, taking a few minutes out of your day, much appreciated. And it's been a while. Today we're going to do another YouTube channel review, and today's topic is Scott Martin Fishing, one of the most popular YouTube channels out there. And it's been a while, it's been 3 weeks or so since I've done one, but I did 2 of them earlier, and they seem to get some really good reception, so we're going to talk about Scott a little bit and sort of give you my opinion of that. So before we get started here, just a couple housekeeping tips. Just want to remind you guys, if you hadn't had a chance, go check out fishthemoment.com, our lake map breakdowns. We've got a bunch of summer maps on there. We're getting ready to transition into fall maps. So if you guys want to go in there and check out our catalog of all the lake map breakdowns across the country, or if you're interested in a personal lake map breakdown, you can also request that. So check that out at fishthemoment.com, along with all the other good stuff on this side as well. Okay, let's talk about Scott Martin Fishing, SMF Fishing that you see a lot of. I'll tell you a little bit about, Scott and Roland. Everybody knows that Roland Martin is Scott's dad, and I've been a huge fan of Roland Martin forever. Going back to when I was in high school, just a little kid. I remember reading about Roland Martin, following him, and just being amazed at how good he was. He was one of the reasons that got me interested in fishing back in the mid to late 70s, how successful he was. And there was just something about the vibe that really attracted me. Roland really helped get me attracted to pro fishing. And when I started fishing professionally in 1986 and had a chance to meet him, had a chance to fish around him, drew him out in a tournament one time, it was just really a good deal. And then I remember when Scott was just a little kid. I mean, that's how long I've been around. And he grew up around fishing a lot of times. And then, Scott started fishing the FLW Tour, I think back in the late 90s. And, the rest is history. I'll say one thing about Scott Martin, guys. Scott Martin is one of the top all-time greats in professional fishing. His accomplishments have not been given the credit they deserve, simply because he fished most of his whole career with FLW, and FLW did a terrible job at promoting the anglers. They promoted the sponsors and the organization, but they did a terrible job at promoting the anglers. On the flip side, Bassmaster did a great job promoting the anglers, and Scott had an unbelievable career with FLW fishing, but he won the Forcewood Cup, Angler of the Years, tons of tournaments. He never ever got the credit he deserved. Had Scott spent those years fishing with Bassmaster, he would have been up there right on par with Kevin Van Dam. So I'm going to say that right off the bat with Scott. I really have a tremendous amount of respect for him as an angler. He's got super smart. He's just one of the most consistent anglers there's ever been in fishing, if you look at his career stats. Okay, so that given said, let's talk a little bit about his YouTube channel, Scott Martin Fishing. I'm going to come right out and say it, guys. Scott Martin Fishing is probably one of the best, if not the best, produced show I've ever seen. Obviously, he's got a tremendous amount of expenses that go into the production of his show, because he's got it's television show quality YouTube channel. I mean, it's, between the graphics, the drones, the music, the way it's choreographed, it's state of the art. I would venture to say, in my opinion, that Scott Martin has the best YouTube channel on the internet as far as the production quality of the show. It's really, informative with that. One thing I like about Scott's show is that it's super diverse. Scott's show, although you're going to, he's got a lot of tournament stuff that he does on there, and you can see what he's doing in tournaments. I don't consider it like a big educational channel. He'll break down stuff occasionally, but that's not really the focus. The focus of Scott's show, in my opinion, is there's a lot of entertainment value if you're an angler, and also if you're not an angler. That's one of the things that Scott does probably better than anything else on his show, is he's got that ability to cross over, because the way he puts the show together, there's a tremendous amount of human interest in it. He does a lot of behind the scenes filming, going to the tournaments, at the house they're staying at the tournaments, prepping for the tournaments, what's in his mind. His family's in the show a lot. His daughter's in the show, who also is, fishes a lot too. So there's a lot of human interest in that. He's got the the offshore boat, you know, the big 42-foot Freeman. He does a little bit of stuff on there. So he's got freshwater, saltwater. The guy, I don't see when he has time to do anything, because he's got the YouTube channel. He fishes professionally on the elite circuit. He's got a business to run. I think he still has a fishing show on side of that. He charters out of that saltwater boat. This dude is like, he's like the Iron Man of the fishing industry. I mean, it's super impressive from that standpoint. So as far as breaking down Scott's channel, man, it's all about what you like. If you're one of those guys that get on YouTube to just want to learn to become a better fisherman, you're probably not going to be as happy with Scott's channel as you would going to more of a hardcore teaching channel, like, you know, Johnny's Fish the Moment YouTube channel, or, you know, Tactical Bassin or whatever like that. I mean, there's a lot of shows out there that are focused specifically on technique and that type of stuff. Scott's show is not that. You're going to pick up some information to be a better angler as a residual effect of the overall show, because, you know, Scott, for example, he'll go to every tournament and film it, and you can pick up some stuff watching him fish the tournament, how he breaks it down and how he did good and the mistakes he's made. He's pretty good about that, but you don't have that technique specific detail. So Scott's show, from that standpoint, it's probably, I'm guessing, the most entertaining show for me to watch on YouTube. You know, I talked about Richard Gene, the fishing machine. That's a completely different vibe, a completely different energy, but you never know what Scott's going to do. It's really cool to watch. Or, like I said, there's a lot of visual attraction to his show from the production standpoint. Very well made, and he works at it hard. You can tell. I mean, you can tell that I'd venture to say Scott Martin's got to be one of the busiest dudes in the entire fishing industry. So he's made, you know, the YouTube thing. I mean, he was one of the pioneers in it. He's got over 600,000 subscribers, which is giant. He's only second to the Guggen Squad dudes as far as numbers. He's got to be in the top 10 as far as YouTube subscribers. So he's definitely got in it on the ground floor. So I like it. I like Scott Martin's channel. I think it's great. I think it's super entertaining. You never know what you're going to get on the thing. It's pleasing to watch. It's just, it's very appealing in my opinion. So I give Scott Martin Fishing a thumbs up. Great YouTube channel. Check it out if you haven't had a chance to. And we'll be back down the road with another one here. I'm not sure when I'll do the next one, but somewhere down the road we'll do the next one. So talk to you guys later. See you.